So a lot of people have been wondering on a particular topic regarding the legality of the Mii Fighters. This discussion has been going on for months on end, ever since EVO ended, and I think it's about fly time we start closing the curtains on this debate. To start, I'd like to address that I consider myself a Mii player. I know every single in and out there is to know about the Mii Fighters, from Mii Brawler to Mii Gunner. I also consider myself a player who plays every single character on the roster. Having that said, Mii Fighters are the characters I'm most familiar with. Now, I understand the disgust when the term customs is brought up. So now I need to make something very clear. Customs do not equal Mii Fighters. There's a difference. To all the level-headed players who continue their argument that, oh, if we allow Miis to have customs, then the game will have customs again. And really, that is just flat out wrong. The Mii Fighters have a list that comes down from their character icon once chosen for a reason. They're the only character who has this happen once they're chosen. It's obviously a list to allow players to enjoy a character to how their playstyle sees fit. It's not there to have yet another character who can't do squat to top tier characters like Sheik at all. Now, what this limit is doing is providing the roster with another character who struggles against those characters who we always see at the top. That's all it's doing. And I think the main problem with the community on this topic is that when they see a list scroll down from a character, they automatically think like customs. So now we're just unable to use a character because there's multiple ways to play a certain character. I mean, if that's the case, let's go ahead and ban Dr. Mario, Dark Pit, and Lucina because their playstyles are different than their originals. Alright. Nobody supporting the Mii Fighter legality are saying they want customs. I mean, it might be a few, but because that's just the general thing. But anyways, the fact of the matter is you can't play Mii Fighter unless you create the character. No other character has this unlock process. They don't even appear on the roster unless you actually go into the process of creating a Mii Fighter. It's like limiting people from constructing a character they want to play. It's not fair and it's unnecessary, especially since the Miis aren't ranking in tournaments in the first place. It's like limiting a person the ability to succeed when the option allows for the opportunities to do so. Not the whole, if you should be able to succeed, we should succeed too. That's basically what the counter argument is, guys. I mean, and that's not how it works. Every character and every player has a way to succeed in their own accord. This limit is not a way to succeed a character who is otherwise another mediocre character, to which a lot of people who are against this know that this character is trash otherwise. But Indy, bad matchups exist. Get over it. But okay. But aren't you the main one looking forward to balance patches when they arrive? I mean, let's be real here. So now after generalizing the Mii Fighters' capabilities, you're only now worried about the competitive balance of this game? When you literally die at 30% off the top from Rosalina's up air, and they die at 0% at Mario's up B? Yeah. So now going back to the thoughtless attachment of the Mii Fighters and customs. Mii Fighters are not customs. They're differentiated on the menu, for God's sakes. It's really not that complex. I mean, just look. Which brings me to the point, customs. I don't care for customs. I don't care if they're on or off, but I'm going to be honest. The word customs it utterly disgusts me. It's poor word choice and it's not even fun to say. But to construct a fighter is a better way to say it. This does not mean as in edit/custom an existing character. It's honestly just poor word choice and needs to be differentiated better, and that's all there is to it. Ultimately, it's up to the tournament organizers. I'm just a voice speaking for a decisive case. So yeah, I can only do so much, if anything at all. But there's been multiple voting polls where the number of Mii Fighter legality outweighs the Mii Fighter illegality. But if I had to say, it's the top players who enforce the rules, or at least have a good chance to. This is probably why the topic has been in debate for about a month now. Because, yeah, so like, but you have players like Mewtwo King, Mr. R, John Numbers, We Twerk Trainer, and of course the Japan's finest. They vouch for Mii legality. And I mean, having that said, or to conclude rather, until I don't see a list that allows me to be constructed, or me bodying the tournament scene, there's absolutely no reason to limit Miis. They offer diversity and an option to cater to a player's playstyle who will otherwise be restricted to a character who lacks a chance in the metagame. Having that said, anyway, I appreciate the time you took to listen to my thoughts. Your thoughts are also appreciated in the comments below. I don't know when I'll be making one of these again, as this is a topic I feel that needed to be addressed. Otherwise, there's my boy Etika. There's an Etika voting poll below on the in the description on the legality of Miis, and I'll just leave you with that. So, thank you again for watching, and later.